Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let me see. Where's my do not disturb? There we go. And I've got to turn on. TQQQ's taking a little leg up. I gotta go over to Active Trader Pro and turn on Active Trader Pro. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Boom. Okay. And look, you got big head. I don't have a light here, but I probably should. Should probably just turn on my turn on my iPhone flash. I'm gonna turn do. Morning, William. Morning, Nevin. I am feeling better. I'm still stuffed up. I tested positive still. Let me turn this onto live chat so I can see everybody. I'm sounding less congested. So that's good news, I guess. I think I said I'm still contagious. So I'm still homebound. Morning, Joe. You're still going to get ASMR with mouth noises. And a lot of but yeah. And if you didn't know, I bought Netflix yesterday. Thanks, William. Okay. See, Mickey knows I sound better. My dog has thrown up the past 2 days, though, and I'm slightly concerned with that. Because if you didn't know, you can pass COVID on to your pets. They say isolate away from the pets, but how the hell was I going to isolate away from pets? Hit the thumbs up button. Penny, by the way, is fully, completely healed. Little fucker's been running after squirrels in the backyard. Who bought the dip? You effers. Leave me alone. Let me get mine. I got a lot of notes, by the way. A ton of freaking notes. So I got to go through a lot of this. And a lot of this is going to be newsletter stuff. I've found, ironically, you know what? Let me look at the seasonality of Netflix. I didn't do this before I bought it yesterday because I don't think seasonality is in my favor here. Let's go back to May. Well, you know what? We are heading into a pretty good few months for Netflix. Okay. I love that name. Okay. And I know it's Mickey. But it's okay. I mean, here, I have to go to Savvy Trader. If you guys don't know this Savvy Trader, I should put this. I don't know why I only have like 40 people on here. Send. Larry. Oh, stop. I don't want to do that. Oh, stop. I don't want to do that. Ugh, I can't pin it. That's Savvy Trader. Savvy Trader's free. Hold on. Let me go small head. You don't have to pay for it. I think I require a subscription. The only reason is because some point I may create a portfolio that's algorithm based. I was doing some I have a lot of time on my hands, as you can imagine, and so I was doing some testing of algorithmic based stuff. But here's the all-time performance of this portfolio. I mean, you can see it's not doing horrible. I mean, it's only been in existence since what? Let's see, June 21st. So it's 1 month. 1 month, and we're up. Yesterday we took a hit. We're up 2.55%. So, hey, times that by 12, and that's a 24%, return. So if I can keep that up, listen, I'm happy with 24%. I know the market's up more, but let's look at the 1 month here. I did this. Look, if I had just put my money into DPST over 1 month, 33%. But let's see SPY. Oh, stop. I don't want that. Let's see SPY, and let's go to charting. And we'll do 1 month. 3.43, so I'm underperforming SPY, which isn't good. Let's see QQQ. Select symbols. And I know I'm going to be beaten out by the IWM. I think it's DJI. Why can I never remember this? We'll do this. Dow Jones Industrial. Okay. So I'm overperforming QQQ. IWM up 5.34. So I'm not doing great. Maybe I should quit my day trading job. Did I freeze? I don't think I froze. I think my iPad just froze. So, okay, but I like Savvy Trader, and I got to go back to DPST. DPST is what I wanted to show. I got to get all set up. But look at that 1 month, man, 33%. God. And even better, 5 days. If you just 5 days ago, if you'd put money into DPST in the beginning of the week, up 30%, 1 week, quit your J job. I didn't freeze. Quit your day job. Why is that? Did that not come out as a freaking link? That's yesterday's heat map. 7 out of 11 sectors. We're up. And yet, my ass lost close to 2%. You know why? Look at the grade 8. Look at the grade 8. Yeah. So. We got that up. We've got this one up. Super trend indicator. I like this one. I'm going to include this in the newsletter. Oh. So my meal yesterday my breakfast consisted of 6 pieces of French toast. So I got my appetite, but still don't have full taste back yet. And things taste different. So here's what I know about COVID. When you lose your sense of taste and smell, they did an autopsy of, it was only like 40, 50 brains of people that had passed away from COVID and had lost their sense of taste and smell. What they found is the actual portion of the brain that includes the senses of taste and smell, it looked like people had actually had a stroke and actually the brain cells had died and they weren't replicating. So what their thought is, as people start to get, the hypothesis is, as people start to get their taste of sense and smell back, they wind up doing it from memory, not from actual brain senses. And so that's why when you hear people talk about, and yeah, listen, I'm not a doctor, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express at one point in time in my life. So I'm completely qualified to talk about this stuff. I had a debate with my cousin about vaccines, and I'm like, okay, when did you study virology? When did you do this? And you know, should I not? My friend who's actually a virologist who spent 20, 30 years studying bacteria and has been, you know, spends every day in lab suits. I mean, that's the guy who I shouldn't trust? You're telling me? That's the guy who says, you know, hey, it's not tested, but the logic behind the vaccine actually makes sense, and scientifically it should work. Do we know long-term and I continue to say this. Now, I will, you know, whether you take the vaccine or not, it's your choice. And I know there were forced things where you had to take the vaccine and people were fighting that. Listen, society is a society. If that's what society wants, that's what society wants. Society doesn't want, you know, government doesn't want me to be able to turn on autopilot on my driving. Yeah, but 2 years ago, Joe, I don't think the tests were as good, as accurate. I got a $10 freaking test, and I got to tell you, my friend Mike, who's the dude I always go back to when I scientist stuff. I mean, guy's fucking brilliant. But he said because the blue line showed up so quickly on my instant test. He goes, and I will inappropriate giggle when I say this, dude, your viral load is huge. and anybody who's had my French toast can kind of confirm it's awesome. And I'm doing way too much talking. I'm going to be on here for hours. But I figure I need to give some time back. Okay, hold on. That's my S&P heat map. DPST oil boil is up big. TSM, Sam from Facebook, SDGR. John from Facebook wants Tesla. Let me push this down here because okay. Just I'm going to include some commentary on Tesla because, and I didn't include the masked Gary picture on the newsletter like I promised yesterday, but I will. Listen, you boys fever ridden. I can't be held accountable for things I promise that don't come through, which is the story of my life. But I will be buying Tesla probably. I don't know about today, but I think I might be. I mean, it just, after reading that tweet, I was like, ugh, it might be a good time to do it. Okay, let's go to the scanner. Even though Friday scans are like, what the fuck am I doing that for? Who buys on a fucking Friday? Uh-oh. I'm getting flagged for inappropriate language. Scans. XOM. I think energy's coming back good. Exxon's up 1%. I think you're putting in a base here at about 100. I still hold. I haven't sold any of it. Should have sold close to that 120 mark, but didn't. You can't time these things. Merck has a cross up. By the way, anybody else notice, morning Q-tip, anybody else notice that UNH has been on a run? Merck is below the 200-day, bouncing up. This one has a cross up. I'm going to kind of put that in there. We'll get to UNH. Covered call ETFs. I'm not doing that. I mean, come on. Let's get real. Whoa. We got some energy names. Venom, Viper, whatever you want to call it. BTU, XLE, and CVX. Oh, boy. Your boy's got... Oh, what did I have this morning? I had... SQQQ. Here's the thing. SQQQ keeps having these cross-ups. And the RSI just keeps down below here. I mean, you went from 16 up to 17 yesterday. The 65-minute has you... oh, no. Stop. Let's go to the 65-minute algo. On SQQQ. Because it has you crossing up. Has you back in. It got you in with a nice 2% gain midday. Got you back in. Yeah. Healthcare, I'm telling you, some of the stuff that didn't perform in the first half, I think it's coming back in the second half. I really do. What's big on this? Nothing's up huge. Shopify back to 66. Fuck, I missed it. But look, I mean, here's Shopify on the 65. Doesn't have confirmation. Let's go back. Market scanner. We were on SQQQ. The shorts. I don't like recommending these on Friday specifically because, momentum can change over a weekend, and you probably shouldn't hold a triple levered ETF over a weekend. But Roblox bounced up. Where's Uber at? Uber's up 0.46. But UNH went all the way up to 520. 511. Let me see. We're going to go 4 hour. It got up to 514 2 days ago. So, I mean, it covered those gaps. See? Announced earnings, it was down at 449. God. Major 10% up there. If you bought it down, if you timed this one perfectly, kudos to you. Let's look at Cigna for you, Joe. Cigna's kind of the same thing. Cigna, yeah. Look at that. I mean, it bounced off the 200-day here at 268, and you're at 294. I think healthcare is going to be fine. At some point, maybe I'll do an analysis of XLU. See, XLU and XLE have cross-ups. Those are two sectors that just lagged. We'll go to Seeking Alpha, and we'll do XLE. And we'll do charting. XLU. XLV is healthcare. And we'll do XLK, which is technology. Let's just do these against technology. So here, year to date. Look. I mean, just look. That's healthcare. XLU is down 4%. XLE is down 1%. XLV, which is healthcare, is down 0.43. Versus XLK, this is just year to date, up 42%. There's going to be a healthy middle here. I don't know that this is necessarily going to come down, but these are going to come up to include the rally. So, they had a great year last year. This is here's what you have to know. This is the reason. Look at XLE. I mean, you go to 3-year. XLE is up 131%. So XLK over year to date is just playing catch up. Look at 1 year. XLK is up 31%, but you're still up 13%, 14% on XLE. Healthcare is up 5%, and utilities just freaking suck. Listen, if you're in utilities, your name better be like Walter. You smoke a pipe, and you wrap a blanket over your lap while you're sitting in a chair and talk about the good old times. Because you got to be 80 years old if you're investing in utilities. Did I paint a good picture of Walter? Boy, futures are up. Okay, so I painted that picture for you folks. Let's go back. Spider sectors. I'm going to do my own not owned. Let's see if some of these came in. Oh, look, Sherry, SMMT. Boy, I hope you got out of that one. This one's just... I mean, I liked it to get to this gap up here. I think Sherry got out of this one, but 282, man. That's a great trade she had, I think. McDonald's has a cross up. Probably comes up in the... Is SMMT a good one? I mean, they don't have... Here. Okay. On the Facebook group, I'm about to post a photo. I'm about to post a photo of what's going on behind me. Because this is what happiness is made of. Okay. Okay. So, for anybody with anxiety, get a dog, or 2, or 3. You know what's funny? Look at this. Why can't I expand this up? I don't know why I can't put... Oh, there we go. This is what's interesting. Since 2015, July is... I am, Eric. Thanks. SMMT, 56% there. 50% in August. I mean, it's 2 of the 4 best months. I don't think I can go back anymore. No, it's only 2015 when they IPO'd. Huh. Interesting. Market scanner. Where are we? I'll include it. What the hell? SMMT. McDonald's. That's my not owned list. Let's go to the Dow. Merck, McDonald's, Verizon. Look at that. I think it's 9% dividend now. Eric, I like that you called me Ma. Who's your mommy? Who's your mommy? Edamame. Dow. NASDAQ 100. Ooh. I know I brought this up down here at 75. Those of you who know who Mike Wilson is, the biggest bear on the street, he's been in hiding. He's gone into hibernation. We'll include it. Excel Energy, kind of crossing up under the 200-day there. Here. Go into weekly. See? It hasn't spent a lot of time under the 200-day, other than COVID and 2022 lows. So Charter, who I am in a lawsuit with, who I don't think you should, you know what, I'm not even going to include them. Screw them, man. CSX has a cross-up. I can't believe this is a cross-up. How is this to have a cross-up? Strategy tester. This one reported transports. They had a horrible day yesterday. How did they get a cross-up on a horrible day with their earnings? Let's look at the long term. You're kind of capped by that 37. I don't see it going up from there. I'm not going to include it. What the hell? Let somebody yell at me. Let's go back to market scanner. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to go to the S&P. Boom, scan. Holy crap. Medtronic. Next Energy. McDonald's, CVX. Southern Company. Merck. If this doesn't tell you, look at Verizon's share price. But if this doesn't tell you that the stuff that hasn't worked is starting to work. Look at the scans today. It's not big 8 high tech. It's energy. Amazon's up 1%. That one you could have gotten yesterday at under 130 if you wanted to get back into that one. I never got out. Okay, let me look. I got my scans in. So here's the overview. S&P heat map. 7 out of 12 sector. 7 out of 11 sectors are green. Utilities, lead, and consumer discretionary was down 3.47. TPST. Do I have that chart up? Yes, I do. 1 month. Up big. Let's do. Boil. Because I want to show 1 month. Boom. 10. 6 month. Down 60. Boom. Up 10. Boom. 17. Just this week. 1 day. 0.33. But boom. 1 month. Okay, so we got Boyle, we got DPST, TSM, SDGR. I gotta look up SDGR because I know it's Schrodinger. Is it SCDGR? SDGR. Whoa. Whoa. It's an AI company. What did Sam tell me? Hold on, I gotta go to Facebook. Okay, let's go to the wah, wah. Yeah, if you haven't, that's what's behind me, by the way. There's snoring going on. There's, you want to, I should put the mic up for ASMR over there. I mean, that's every day. I'm going to copy and paste this in. Okay. Oh, Nick from Canada. He wants me to look at Meta. He was big on SMCI. Okay, I'm going to get out of there. SDGR, look at this one. No, let's go back to a weekly. It's just coming back. We don't even have a 200-day on this one. It's kind of new, but I mean, it's IPO back here, 115. This might, healthcare. It's super small, 3.77 billion. They're making money, 14 million. Their PE is 376. That's a little crazy. Average price target 55. You're trading at 52, so it doesn't have. Any insiders? Oop, everybody's selling. They're getting rich around 60. The CEO sold at 60. Dude does an IPO and sells at 68. And so if we go back here, I mean, let's say that was January 4th. So let's look at January of this year. Oh, there's a weekly. Okay. Why don't I have a 200? Oh, this is a weekly of. It's a weekly, so we don't have that. January. Did he sell it? What? Oh. Dude sold at 18. He sold $1.2 million at 18. What a douche. Man. You're the CEO of a company and your stock within 6 months goes from 18 to 60. And you're the douche that sold at 18? And it's no small amount of shares. I mean, we're talking 56,000. So let's see. What's 66,000 times 40?
It's 2,640,000.
Dude just gave up $2 million. Oh, I'm sorry. He would have had to pay taxes on that. Douche. Douche. DoorDash is sending me a... ooh, I can use my SNAP benefits on DoorDash. Listen, if you've got Snap, DoorDash adds in so many fees. And it's not fees, it's just the prices are enormously inflated. So, let's see. There's my heat map. Okay. Algorithm doesn't perform all that great. Okay. Bradley Freeman. We're going to bring up his portfolio. He's doing really good on his portfolio, by the way. Here, year to date. He is up year to date, all time. I mean, he's up 24% all time. He started in July 18th, 2022. So 1 year. It's pretty good. I mean, year to date here. He's got a I recommend him. I mean, he provides such great analysis when going down. He really does. So I've got his stuff up. Oh, Siri was in a short squeeze. Let me see where Siri is. Siri is down 8%. So it's at 714. D-Man was touting Siri. By the way, TrendSpider, Dan Ushman pointed out yesterday, he is the CEO of TrendSpider, today set a record for the most new TrendSpider signups in a single day without a promotion. If you're sitting there scratching your head, what the fuck is TrendSpider? Just try it yourself and see what the hype is all about. Yeah, I'm biased, but I think most users would agree it is not undeserved. Completely. Listen, it's every now and then off the promotions. I don't push a ton of it off promotions because I do think you wait for the promotions on TrendSpider. Honestly, here's the thing. The difference between promotion and non-promotion, I mean, I give you 25% off. The promotions are 50% off typically, maybe 35% off. If you're going to do it, if you're going to wait for a promotion, you're probably not trading enough because between the time that you sign up today and the next promotion, which is probably around freaking, Labor Day, maybe Halloween. It ain't, Gary's birthday is August 10th. He ain't going to run a promotion around my birthday. But the time that you're, say you've got $20,000 that you want to invest. Yesterday with the 2%, and this is what I told Dan from TrendSpider. I said, all it took was a 2% downturn on the NASDAQ to have people, oh shit, why does Gary use the strategy tester? Why does he use the algorithm? To protect. I don't trade in and out of that stuff. But if you've got a retirement account that you're trading and it doesn't have tax implications, and all of a sudden in a day, your Shopify is down 10, 15%, you better have that algorithm available to say, ooh, should I get out of this one? It's protected me. It hasn't protected me in Etsy because I didn't listen to it. Hasn't protected me in Shopify because I didn't listen to it. But what I've done is dollar cost average because I see those. Look, Shopify is going to get back here. It'll be $120 stock. So, Shane, TrendSpider doesn't work on a brokerage. And it's not a system where, TrendSpider is a charting program. And the algorithm does not do bots. You can trade it on a bot. You can set it up. They have tons. Let me see. What is the damn thing called? Let me see. I need to see Dan's. That's not it. Let me see. I'll go to Twitter and we'll go to Dan's. Because he's got another. There he is. Signal Stack. So let's go to Signal Stack is where it's bot trading, essentially. It's a basically you turn an alert into a trading bot, and you can trade on and off. 50% off. He still got that as a pinned one. Signal Stack does not do the business that TrendSpider does. So, it's just a retweeted. They don't have a super huge following. But so here's the answer to your thing. Signal Stack, if you wanted to get into TrendSpider and you wanted to trade it as a bot, basically here, launch as a trading bot. Down in the bottom right. I have to wait to see if you can see this on the screen. But you have the option personally, and it's a whole personal kind of thing. I don't want a bot making decisions for me. I like making the decision. The algorithms are meant to give you decision power without emotion. So a bot will make a decision for you without emotion. I'm not a fan of that. I still like to make the decision. It's my money. I worked for it. I don't want a bot doing it. Now, there are people who trade with bots and you scalp with bots, and they've figured out strategies that absolutely 100% works. I don't. But TrendSpider is a charting program, not a bot service. The Signal Stack service is part of that bot. And if you sign up through me, I think you get a bunch of free trades as a bot. I don't promote it because I haven't used it. I think 15, 20 subscribers who have done bot trading on algorithms that they develop, not my algorithm. I told them do not use my algorithm as a bot because there's some issues. So my main algorithm is on a 4-hour candle. So it doesn't use after hours. So it doesn't use extended hours. And so it's got 2 candles a day. Let's use this one for instance. Right here where it says, okay, get in at 57.45. Well, the trading period, that might not be a good one. Yeah. This one's a good one. Okay. This says get in at 67.02. Well, the open was at 67.02. The high was at 70.33. So a bot might buy at 70.33 because, and you can set it up so that it doesn't, but you might miss your entry in there if you set it up too tight, blah, blah, blah. But a 4% move in a candle, that could wipe out your entire profit. So I don't like bots for that reason. There has the feedback that I got from the 15 or 20 people that have used the bots is that it doesn't always sync up the price that's listed with the actual price that's transacted with the brokerage. And so that's where the bot kind of thing. What TrendSpider does is allow me, like for instance, Shopify. I know that I'm in at 67. It's trading at 65. You know what? I absolutely should buy here at 65 because that 67, I'm beating it now. Now, that 67, if you wanted to just get out, it's using 70 as a resistance point, 69.53. The high was 71.43, but it's not closing above 70. So I know buying here at 65, at some point it's going to break through that 70. And I think the earnings are coming up August 7th. I think I'm getting close to having to buy this one because I want to add dollar cost average ahead of earnings. I think earnings are going to be good with Shopify. So, okay. Let's go. I need to start the damn thing. What is this? Hold on. I put something in here. Yeah, page not found. What the hell is that? I got to get rid of that. Oh, here. Okay, I'm going to include that. Scott, I'm a stop loss. I'm not very good with stop losses. Let's go over a history of what Gary will do. Let's take TQQQ. TQQQ is a good example here. So we're still in TQQQ from this $27 in April. It's run all the way up. You can see the button hook. You can see the button hook here. It didn't get you out. Hasn't gotten you out. I think it's going to get you out here. I think we're seeing some turnover here. You're seeing the crossover of the MACD. I went on the 65-minute, and July 1st was when I got in because the NASDAQ was going to be really good. I think I bought under 40. I think it was 39. I wound up getting it through this period. I wound up getting it under 40. I think it was like 39.50 my average price, but I had 4 or 5 different lots that I bought through this period. Now, I always said if I got down to the 200-day, which was around 38, which was, 5%, I was risking 5% because I wanted to make 10%. So I knew I didn't put in a stop loss. I should, but I didn't put in a stop loss because I'm always afraid with actual stop losses. I will put in a day stop loss, but I will not have a stop loss run after hours. And the reason is because after hours, sometimes things go nuts, and I just don't want a stop loss after hours. If it winds up costing me money, I'm not that concerned about it. With a triple levered ETF on a indices, I'm just like, okay, if I lose 7% instead of 5%, big deal. But this is a good example. So I was risking 5%. I wanted to go 5%. But the key to not necessarily having the stop loss for me is understanding that when I get in, I know when I'm going to get out if it goes down. As it's going up, that's when you can use your stop loss if you want to lock in profits. For instance, say you got to this 42, you bought it down here, and you're locked in at 5%, but you're worried that maybe it's going to come down because you've got a couple of candles here that are just shooting over. And remember, this is a 65-minute candle, so it's kind of capitulating here. You're worried about it turning over, kind of like here. You can put a stop loss in for $1 down from where you are, so that even if it tanks down, it'll sell at that price. Like for instance, yesterday with the 65-minute, just the tanking of it down here. You're at 43.91, so you closed at 43.04. You're almost up $1 today. It's like 1% or something. I think you'll probably wind up at 45 today. You could probably trade it. I think we're going to have a pretty good day. It's a Friday. So you've got that going on. Stop losses for me are just more about protecting profits, and I will do them to protect a profit intraday on a trade. I will not do a stop loss to protect myself from the downside. I always say this, Scott, you have to have, when you enter a trade, you have to know your downside and you have to know your upside. You have to identify both sides of a trade. Now, an investment, different story. Apple, I wouldn't, if I bought Apple today here at 193.95, and all of a sudden we're down at 185, am I getting out of Apple at 193? Hell no. If it's in a retirement, maybe. Might sell a little bit if I find a better opportunity somewhere else. But more than likely, I'm just adding more. So it's a little bit different. Okay, 4 hour. And man, it's 9:30 already. I got to start the damn podcast. Look at that rise. I mean, God. Who's wishing they bought Apple at 153? You know what was even better? Buying Apple in January at 120. I mean, you just buy this one as it pulls back. You do have, in my mind here, let's pull it back to here. The traders of Apple this year. We're going to say, okay, how many people who bought at the 120 level are still in? And from the 120, everybody who's bought here, you got this volume shelf here at 174 with a gap. If you break down below 185, I think that's probably your next largest support level right there. Okay, let me see. Indices check. We're going to see. Ooh, I'm up 0.53. 0.58. I'm tracking right along with the NASDAQ, which is the big winner of the day. Let's see. The one that I wanted to check is Sedge. Ooh, Sedge pulled back a lot. It's putting in that platform there at 265. Where did I get it at? Let me see. Savvy Trader. Sedge, I'm up about 1%. I may add more. If you're new here, Sedge is one. It constantly just goes over 300. I think it's been about 15 times so far this year where you've been able to trade it, buy it under 300 and sell it over 300. Okay. I'm going to weekly. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start the podcast. GarageBand. Good morning. It is Friday, July 21st. And your ASMR with sound noises. Your boy is still COVID positive. So, yeah, I'm putting in some mouth noises here. It's going to be a lovely, lovely hour-long session because I got so many notes. I will probably miss half the things that I have notes on. So, my suggestion, sign up for the newsletter. dailystockpick.substack.com. Right here. You get to read all the newsletters. I do have I will do a paid content this weekend. I missed it last weekend because I was working. I will do another one this weekend. You have 3 options. You have lifetime, which I think is like $250. You have $70 a year, or you have $7 a month. Take your pick, whichever one you want. But there's a couple in there that are here. The top ones, ironically, are paid ones, but the grade 8 in the psychology of being a trader. I like that one. The TrendSpider setup, part 1. And there's some other ones in here that I have as paid, but they're all the top kind of things. But typically the daily ones on the podcast are absolutely 100% free. So free to sign up. Go and do that one. Let's talk about yesterday and the heat map from yesterday. This is see? And I missed it, but I guess I can't get that one back. Let's see. Let me see. If I can. There we go. This is the heat map from yesterday, and I'll publish it. It looks bad to me when my eyes immediately go over to the left and I look at down NVIDIA down 3%, Microsoft down 2%, Apple down 1%, Amazon down close to 4%, Google down 2.65%, Meta down 4%, Tesla down 9.75%. Looks bad. But you know what? 7 out of 11 sectors closed green. Look at the big green. Johnson & Johnson up 6%. I told you, get that under 160. You'd be absolutely fine. Merck, way up. AbbVie, healthcare, way up. Look at the banks, way up. Essentially, utilities were up 1.83%. They led. Consumer discretionary down 3.42. That includes Tesla. That includes Amazon. It includes a lot of that stuff. So you can take a look. It was not a great day for me. I was down heavy. We're talking close to 2%, not quite 2%. I think it was like 1.5%. So I did not track against the sectors that were actually working. What I want to take a look at now is one of the sectors that is working, and it's DPST. You guys know DPST is a triple levered regional bank. And with the regional bank crisis, I said, hey, this is one that you want to trade. Now, what's it done? Today, it's down 1.474%. This week, it's up 27.5%. 1 month, it's up 38%. Quit your day job. If you invested in this one big 1 month ago, you're doing really, really well. DPST. We're going to look at this one on the 4-hour algorithm. Then I'm going to look at it on the 65-minute algorithm to see, can we day trade this one? Regional banks. Remember, this one went through a reverse split, a 10-for-1 reverse split. So it kind of jumped from like $5 or $6 up to like $50-$60. So, excuse me. You can take a look at this one real quick. Here is the 4-hour algorithm. It had you in here at 57.65. And we are at 80 right now. Yeah, $80.60. So this buy is going really well. You still have confirmation. You're just crossing the 200-day. You got a gap up here about 112. If the regional banks continue to do as well as they have been doing, maybe this continues back up. The deposits have been going well. Banks have been using the Federal Reserve's bailout program. And things have just not gone horribly. So this was one that I said, hey, you could play this one at 39. If you're in at 39, and you're up at 80, you've doubled your money. I mean, come on, don't get greedy. This one got you out here at 25%, got you out here with a 3% loss. The algorithm, it loses you 68% versus losing 77% over 2 years. So the algorithm does work slightly. Let's look at the 65-minute on this one because that's probably what you should be using to trade this one. And ironically, it got you in at 78.91. This was yesterday at 11:40. Remember, a 65-minute is 7 candles per day. So I think you could trade this. It is extended. The MACD is way up here on the 65 minutes. It's at 3.9. The RSI is at 77. I'm sorry. It's at 69. So you're overbought. You're overbought. There's not a hell of a lot of volume shelf up here, but could you buy it? I think so. Here, we'll look at a weekly on this one because I do think as the regional banks continue to come back, this one will come back to a regular, probably 100. Remember we talked about that on the 4-hour, 112. I think that's probably where you're getting to. Do you care to hold on to it and bite the bullet? Put some lunch money into it. Remember we talked about Schwab being the one that was a long-term play, and you absolutely should buy in the 40s. That one is what, 67 now? We talked about it down here at 48. Absolutely get some money into this one because of its $100 billion valuation, the bank is only $2 billion. 2% wasn't going to make this one fall. So Another one that was crazy good, and I'm going to close that down, is Boyle. Look at Boyle over 1 month, up 10%. 5 days, 15%. Are you in Boyle? Because Boyle is one that hit down. You got to be willing to play these sectors as they come down. This is on the 4 hour right now. It got you in at 61. You're at 65. So is 61 crazy to get in it? Nah. 65 crazy to get in? I don't think so. It's not even over the 200 day. I think you're going to continue to see natural gas play out big. And we talked about Boyle. If you want to own something that actually owns natural gas stuff, remember Boyle is just traded on the futures, so it's not an actual value asset. LNG, Cheniere Energy, this is a value asset. I said buy it under 150. I still say do not buy this at 157, even though you're probably going to fill this gap at 164. Have patience. You'll be back under 150. Their earnings are coming out August 3rd, August 2nd. Just have some patience. You'll be fine. TSM was down yesterday, and it's under 100. They announced that there is weakness. So here's the thing that's going on with chips. With Taiwan Semiconductor, they make all the chips. They announced that they're delaying the Arizona factory because there's not skilled workers here in the U.S. Kind of highlights that the U.S. just doesn't have the skilled factory workers that Taiwan does. How in the world that happens, I have no idea. But Taiwan is sending all of their best people over here to train for this building of their Arizona plant. What they announced yesterday was, hey, AI chips are booming. We can't make them fast enough. But you know, the rest of the chip sectors, in laptops, in PCs, in handsets, in servers, those are 80% of what TSM does. It's lagging. So while the 20% of AI stuff is going great, it might even be less than 20%. It's going fantastic. The rest of it, hold on one second. Okay, what do you want? Okay, there you go. Oh, dog's crying. She threw up this morning, so yeah, I'm not pausing it. But TSM, even though AI is booming, the rest of the sectors aren't. So the rest of the sectors are larger. I think this is a long-term play. I would wait for the actual confirmation of this one, but I think you can get into this here at 90. I would probably wait for about 94. If you get 90, hold on one second. Okay, come on. What do you want? There. I love my dogs. I have to keep saying that. I love my dogs. I'd wait for 94. I think if you get 94, you can add into this one. But I'll include more in the newsletter. Remember, I've still got COVID, so even moving wears me out. Sam from Facebook wants me to look at SDGR. He says, well, from what I can tell, they are an AR provider of sorts for the pharmaceutical companies. SDGR. Anybody knows Schrodinger's cat? I think that's what it's named after. It's been a monster. If you're in here at 27, kudos to you, because if you're in here at 27, you've almost doubled your money. Pretty much doubled your money. Here's the problem that I saw with Schrodinger, SDGR. Remember, I talk about a company with good earnings, good management, good products, and all of that stuff. This is a company with a $3.7 billion market cap, so it's rather small. Income of $14 million. The PE is high at 378, but sometimes you don't care. If it's an AI company in the healthcare services, sometimes you don't care. Year to date, it's up 178%. Here's what I'm worried about. The average target price is 55. When you look at this, it's not super heavily covered, but Piper Sandler came out and said it's $60. Well, you're trading at 53. So where's the real upside? And then you go down here, and here's where I want to talk about the management. The CEO sold 66,000 shares at $18 in January. Well, let's take a look at January's share price. Look, $18. So why did the dude sell at $18 if he thought he had a great company going up there? I don't know. I mean, that would worry me. Again, good companies with good management. He doesn't seem to make really good decisions. So, Sam, I don't know much about it, but I'd kind of stay away from it in that, A, the analysts are saying, hey, it's worth what it's currently trading for. The PE is high. B, I'd worry about the management, but I don't know anything about that. C, I'm not a healthcare guy. I mean, I'm just not. I'm not a healthcare guy. So, Nick from Canada. Hey, mate. No, mate is Australia. A? I think that's the beer movie. A? Big hockey fan, by the way. Hello, my friend. We're 6 days out from earnings on Meta, and it was a rough day. What are your thoughts as we approach earnings day? It's an opportunity, or is this a reason for concern? Meta, they're going to print money. Here's the one thing you should know about Meta. Yes, it's run. Yes, it's gone crazy. Oh, come on. For some reason, I think the algorithm's just messing up, but let's take a look at Meta on the 4-hour, and let's see if it runs. Here's Meta. So 240, you had a buy-in. You got this gap from the last earnings. It got you out right before earnings at 14%. You're seeing the crossover. I think today it's up 0.45. I probably am going to add to this. I want to wait till it gets under 300. I think 300 is a key point. Here's what you have to know about Meta. Look at this. I mean, you're still, it's high as 377. This is a weekly. Look at that chart. And these guys don't have a crazy valuation when you go and look at Meta on here. Meta, its current PE is 36, but this is the year of efficiency. All these guys are going to do is print money. The other thing that they will come out is talk about Llama, their large language model, and the AI service bots that they are going to release. That is going to catapult this stock. Look at what just charging $30 a month did for Microsoft. So, Nick, I'm going to get back into this one. I own it through ETFs. I don't own this one outright, but it's probably one of my next buys. And I'll go into the other ones as well. But I like this one. They're printing money because they just the issue that they're going to have, and I think one of the things that might bring them down is Threads. If you've seen Threads or if you use Threads, everybody downloaded Threads because it was something cool. Now nobody's using it. Nobody's using it. So it was supposed to be the Twitter killer. I think they've used it. I think they have to enhance it. And I think if they do enhance it, I think it's a good alternative to Twitter. But I think it's like Mastodon. I think it's like, Truth Social. I think it's a small niche. I think Twitter still owns that short form kind of blogging style social media. I think Facebook is for your soccer moms who want to talk about politics. I think, your Uncle John who screams about the insurrection being just another tourist day in the United States. I think that's who's on Facebook. I think Instagram is for people like me, old people who just want to look at pictures. I think TikTok is probably the up-and-comer. TikTok has basically eaten Facebook's lunch, and TikTok will probably continue to take some market share. But Meta is doing this. I think there were 20 people that created Threads. If that's worth $1 billion and 20 people created it, imagine what they can do with like 40 people. So, again, I think Meta basically hired up a bunch of Twitter people. They created a new social media platform, which should add to the bottom line, shouldn't cannibalize things. It should take money away from Twitter. And maybe they could do something, if Snapchat, Facebook is just, they're a copycat. I mean, essentially what they do, they don't innovate anymore. They take the good portions of other social media platforms and integrate them into their own platform. So I like it. I mean, listen, you're here to make money. And if they can attract advertisers that way and put them across their brands, I think that's a good thing. SMCI is the other one that Nick said. Let's see. He said it took a dump. Now it still looks good. I mean, it hasn't taken a huge dump. 319 down to 309. This is one that Super Microcomputers, it was rumored that they had something to do with NVIDIA, and it just took off along with NVIDIA. Year to date, this one's up 278%. So I think Nick's in that one as well. Let's look at my notes. Bradley Freeman on Savvy Trader. He sold the trading desk. And what I want you to note on Bradley's page here is the note. And again, it's free to follow him. Go on Savvy Trader. If you follow me, I'll put a link in the newsletter. But he puts these great notes. Trading desk, struggling to trim shares like I should amid the aggressive multiple expansion, forcing myself to do so. Look at this. $84.67 for a 92% gain. A 92% gain. He's been killing it. And he puts those great notes in. He's not a guy who you're going to, like me, who, hey, look at this stock for me. He puts his portfolio out there, and he's doing really well. So I like his portfolio. I like his explanations. I think you should follow him. I've got him up there. I'll include a link to him. I'll include that trading desk description too. D-Man was screaming to me about Sirius XM. It got caught in a short squeeze. Now it's down 13% today. It was up almost 40% yesterday, 35%. It's a short squeeze. Simple. If you're in that one, I'd like you to take your profits. I think going from 3 up to 6 within a matter of like 10, 15 days, I think you take your profits. I could be wrong. I'm also a guy who probably got out of GameStop when I went from 5 to 15. So take that advice for what it is. I don't have diamond hands. I just don't. So let's talk about Netflix. I bought more shares of Netflix yesterday. This is the 65-minute algorithm chart, and this is what I used. When you see it, you can see right there, it bounced off the 200-day on the 65-minute. Let's go to a live candle of this one so we can see where it's at. It's at 433. I bought it 435. And if we go to this 65-minute algorithm, you can see we are still on the 4-hour algorithm there. But here's where I saw it. And it opened up down a little bit today at 433. But it's still holding on to that 200-day. If it breaks through this, I think I might sell because I think there might be more downside. But look at that MACD. Look at that RSI. You're down at 33. You're oversold at this point. So I do think that there's an opportunity here. I will hold on to this probably through the weekend. If this on the 65-minute breaks down and goes even lower, I will probably be maybe getting out for a quick loss. But I may just add more too. Because again, remember what Netflix's thing was in the earnings. It was revenue that was a miss. The subs came in way over. They talked about international expansion of actual production because there's a writer's strike and an actor's strike here in the U.S. So they're going to do it internationally. They also talked about their password crackdown, how it's gotten them 6 million more subs. But they said the revenue from that hasn't been realized. It will come in the third and fourth quarter. Think about the kids who are going to school. So they did this password crackdown while the kids are here at home. So if you have kids and they're in college or they go to boarding school or they go away, you're sharing your Netflix password with them. You're not giving them their own password or their own account. What happens when they go to college in September? They're going to have to either pay $6 or get a new account completely. And they took away the $9 account, so it's $15. So yeah, I think it's it's an expensive stock, but these guys are the only streamers that are making money. I bought it for that reason. Yesterday was a record. Dan Ushman from TrendSpider, he's the CEO of TrendSpider. They set a record for the most signups in one day. Without a promotion. So I had a couple of people sign up. Just remember, if you sign up through the link below, and this was what I got yesterday from TrendSpider. There was a subscriber who said, hey, TrendSpider has a better offer than you. I want to sign up through you, but they have a better offer. They're screwing you. Well, I texted TrendSpider and I kind of knew the answer, but I wanted to make sure. And I got the answer back. Essentially, if you use my link, it will give you the best offer out there. So 25% is the base offer that you'll get. If there's a 50%, you'll get that one. If there's not a 50%, then you'll get the 25%. If there's a 35%, it's going to do that. The code DSP25 gets you 25% off, but it's really clicking on that link that guides you to TrendSpider and gives you the best offer that you can get. So I like that. The customers that came through yesterday got a better offer than 25%. So keep an eye out, but click on the link below. Here's the thing. Don't wait. If you're waiting for a 25%, you don't like the 25%, you're waiting for a 50%, you might be 3-4 months down the road. Maybe we have a 10% pullback, and maybe you would have gotten out if you had TrendSpider. So make sure that you're trading with the right amount. Make sure that you're doing things that are appropriate. Here's DIA. This is a Dow Jones tracking ETF, and look at the breakout. And we talked about Dow Jones. If we go here, DIA, let's do DIA, and we will select QQQ and IWM. Let's do SPY, QQQ, and IWM. So sorry for you people listening, but I'm doing it on the screen and you can go back and look at it. But here, year to date, take a look at this. So DIA is up 6.4%. SPY is up 18. QQQ up 43. IWM is up 12. That's year to date. Remember, IWM was down. I mean, let's just take a look at 1 month. Look at IWM, up 6%. Just doubled most of the other ones. But if you look at year to date, that QQQ is up 43%. The others are lagging down. So I've talked about this before. IWM was way down. And then over the last month, it's taken off. Now, SPY is right in the middle. DIA is only up 6%. I think the Dow Jones has to come up. And when you look at that neckline, this is a reverse head and shoulders. And so you've gotten a breakout here. I think DIA is a good play. This was from TrendSpider. I like it. I like it a lot. I'll include it in the newsletter. One thing, if you guys don't know what I'm saying, this is TrendSpider University. I'll include the link in the newsletter. It is an unbelievable course, and it's not just platform specific. Here, technical charting 101. You don't need a TrendSpider subscription to understand, candlestick, Heiken Ashi, MACD, RSI, how to look up how traders use volume in the stock market, trend lines and trend zones, relative volume indicator. Look at all this stuff. This is great. CME courses. This is all futures, technical analysis series, technical charting 101. Take a look at this. It's free and it's out there. So I'll include the link. I really like it. Stephanie Link posted a great tweet yesterday, and this is what it says. Investors are starting to put money back into equities. Morgan Stanley CEO, investment banking bottomed 4 to 6 weeks ago. He was right. What real-time companies say versus macro confusion. Remember, banking bottomed 4 to 6 weeks ago. So you're going to start to see banking come back. I think Bank of America is a clear example. I think Morgan Stanley is a clear example. I own Bank of America. I said get it under 30. Should you buy it at 31? Here, let's take a look. 4 hour, we'll look at Bank of America. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, TrendSpider. It doesn't like my 4 hour algorithm on some days because I think it goes to a server that isn't always great. And so I've got to sign into a different server. But here you go. Should you buy at 31? Nah. I don't think you're doing yourself any disservice by buying at 31. Look at that. It's under the 200 day on the weekly. Only other time it got under the 200 day, COVID. You went under it a couple of times in 2022, but it's so far down there. So you did have the death cross there. I think you put in your stuff. I don't think you're coming down here to the 25s to cover that gap. I just don't think that the banking sector gets that weak. I think it's going to come back. John from Facebook wants me to look at Tesla. And sorry, I've talked a lot today, but Tesla, I'm going to buy it if it gets to the 250 mark. 25 anything, I'll buy it. It's right now at 261. Chamath Palihapitiya. Here's his. I'm going to post this in the newsletter, a link to this. He does a great explanation. Palihapitiya, I think is how you say it. A fantastic explanation of why he thinks this is the Tesla iPhone moment. Well, I shouldn't say that. He says that the iPhone moment was in 2018. The comparison that he made from Tesla to Apple. He was right. I mean, the stock just, 10 times since 2018. This quarter, he says it's another iPhone moment for Tesla. And he goes through about 4 reasons. One is the high interest rate environment that we're at and the supply chain inflation. He says 2, COGS are flattening. 3, they've struck deals with other partners. And 4, when Apple ran similar playbook global domination, they took down GM about 15 to 20% a few years back. And they kept going until 2020. So the gross margins is what he's focusing on. He says things are fine. I'll post to this. This convinced me to buy. I mean, that's where I'm going in long term on Tesla. I'll let you know. If you follow me on Savvy Trader, you'll know when I get in there. Follow me on Savvy Trader. It's savvytrader.com/daily stock pick. SAVVYTRADER.com/daily stock pick. Follow me there. If you don't know, by the way, if you can't, it's Linktree, linktr.ee/daily stock pick. Just look up Linktree and then just put daily stock pick on the back of it. And all of my socials are down here. Facebook, Twitter, everything. The code for TrendSpider. You can click on that link. Visible, get $20 off your phone service. A lot of people have been taking advantage of this Webull, getting free stocks. I just got like 12 free stocks the other day. I put some money into another account, and they gave me more free stocks. Love it. Love it. I mean, yeah, I think a large portion of it was Snapchat and Ford. So I'll hold on to those, small little fractional shares. I like it. I think they actually gave me 2 times. They gave me $100 of Apple stock. So that's up like 40% since I got that. But I like Webull. But again, that's where it is. If you want the newsletter, it's down here. All of my links are down there. Let's go over the scans. XOM is one. We finally have energy, seems to be crossing up. If you didn't notice, UNH, which is one that I own, is up at close to 520, I think it almost hit. But XOM is one that scanned up. Let me just move this over so I can see it with this. Boom. Merck. Again, healthcare. Merck. I think Merck. I think healthcare. If we look at a long term, a weekly, you're just getting down to the 50-day. It's kind of been hugging that 50-day. It was a little bit extended. That 50-day is still moving positive. I think you're fine. Merck is a good company. Venom Viper, VNOM. Another energy company with a buy-in here. I don't own this one. I own PXD instead. I like PXD a little bit better than Venom. But PXD had a cross up here at 204. You're trading at 213. Let's see. BTU is another energy name. Peabody, 21. It's under the 200 day. I think you probably could go to 24 easily if energy continues to run. In fact, energy, the reason why I'm focusing on energy, one of the sectors, XLE, got a cross up. This one, finally, XLE gets a cross up, tells me that energy, and we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. Energy since probably around July here, June, it looks like. Oh, let me refresh this. Again, my 4-hour algorithm. Sometimes TrendSpider does this, and I don't know why. But I think it's because I share it with so many people. But there you go. XLE, if you bought down here at 79, you're already at 81. Again, you're just over the 200 day. If you take a look, here's what you have to know about energy. I've been complaining that it's not participating because it just hasn't. But look at how high it is on the weekly. I mean, on the weekly, you had that golden cross right here where you were trading in the XLE at 65 and you went up to about, 93, 94? There's a supply crunch coming with oil. So I think that's it. I'll include the rest of the scans in the newsletter. I'm also going to include, I did not include the picture of me in a mask on the train. So I'll include the picture of me in the mask. Some people asked for that one. So I think that's it. I will be back on Monday. Again, if you have any questions, hit me up on one of the socials. The three things that I think you should do. First, open up a Webull account. I can't tell you how much I actually like. Let me see. And Webull, I'm trading $1,000 account. So if you've got $1,000, just put it into Webull. Trade with me on the $1,000 account. You know what my $1,000 account is up to? $1,396. So, 40% this year? Pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of that is Apple. Yeah. So, and again, I own a huge amount of Apple, but I like that. So the link is right here if you want to do it. I think there's another link down here for some reason. But I just haven't cleaned this up. If you want to tip me, if you made some money, gift me. I think the biggest thing you could probably do is subscribe to the newsletter. Pay for the newsletter. I'm going to do some paid content this weekend. I don't know what it's going to be, but I will figure it out. Because you know what? I got time. I'm sitting inside watching the British Open today. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend. I hope you guys feel better than I do. Take care. Oh, boy, talking that much was hard, and I'm sweating my ass off right now. And I think I gave up all my energy in the morning with you guys talking about French toast. I think Threads is going to be less. I think it's going to be a big. Think of it this way. This is how I look at Threads. When when Snapchat launched filters and things of that sort, and then Instagram copied it and copied it horribly. They were made fun of. Now, who's winning that war? When TikTok started taking away all of the younger users from Instagram, and Instagram started their stories and reels, they were made fun of. They honed in, focused. I think they're doing as good as they can be because TikTok is a strong competitor. So I don't think that, to judge Threads after 2 weeks of only having it built for 2 weeks, I think it's as good as it can be. Is it as good as it will be? No. I think there's a couple of things that they're missing. They're missing DMs. People can't DM each other. I think their media is horrible, and I do think people are just cross-posting. And I don't like it. Yeah, I like Instagram Reels too. I'm a fan. Here is TQQQ, and wow, we lost. Market really lost some momentum here when it opened up. Opened up higher and then just kind of came back to where we closed at. Oh. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Trend Spider. Let's see. We're going to go to... I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to get out of here. Who's got any questions? Select a file. Desktop podcast 721. Seven, 21, 23. Bum, bum, bum. That's what I'm trying to do, John. I'm peeing like a fish. Well, do fish pee? I don't even know, man. They gotta pee. Fish have to pee, don't they? This is why you guys tune in. For fish pee stories. Let me see. Okay, now let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. I get this. Oh man, I got too much. Too much. Yeah, John, I think the rebalancing, I think a lot of people are underestimating it. Doesn't mean I'm going to get out of this. And I like it. I'm going to take that out. Okay. Okay. Now, no. Next. Insert ad break. Okay, done. Next. Well, this is a special one, John. It usually doesn't happen a lot. I think they rebalance every quarter. But specifically, this is more about making them less powerful. I'll be right back.